Sup, John? It's your boy Mike back again. I normally wouldn't do a pickup video with just loose games, but I just got about, I think it was 50 to 60 games, and really cool story. And pretty much every game that I picked up is a straight banger. Um, and so this is really cool because, after selling at a convention like Retro Palooza, I bring everything and just whatever sells, right? But my collection's missing a lot of games, and so you know, I'm always looking to pick up, and most of these are like commons, but they're all really good games. And so I worked out a deal with a friend of mine who owns a shop, and basically got to go raid his back room where he keeps all his doubles, and I got stocked up on games, and he gave me a hefty discount because of how much I was buying. So I'm gonna go through these and show you the games that I picked up. It's quite a bit, but every game is a straight banger. So check it out. All right. So I'll start with NES. First off, Mario Bros. 5 screw. Always pick up 5 screw Mario Bros. Whenever I get a chance. If I can pick them up at a decent price. This is always a classic. Good game to always have. Super Mario Bros. 2, same thing. Whenever you sell like consoles, it's good to have Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. You could put them all together. You could probably get like say $200 for that bundle versus selling the system, loose and the games loose. But a lot of people that are picking up at NES, they want to grab like Mario 1, 2, and 3. So those are always good to get. Another great game, Metroid for the NES, the original. Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong Jr. Anytime I see any black box Donkey Kong games, gonna pick them up. Another solid black box game that I'll pick up, especially if it's like this, a 5 screw Mock Rider. And anytime you're looking at games, if you look at the top and the top is smooth like that, when you're looking in a stack of games, you know it's a 5 screw. Like, see the top of this game, it has those 2 tabs versus Mock Rider. So whenever you're looking at a stack of games, you can always find the 5 screws really quickly that way. So yeah, next game is Star Tropics. This is an awesome game. For some reason, I'm meeting a lot of people that don't know about this game, and this is like a really great first party Nintendo game. Really good adventure game. Next one is the Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Just the regular, not the 5 screw, but I do have the manual, which is awesome. The manual's a little beat up, but it's still there. It doesn't have the letter for Mike Tyson, which I've never had, and I would love to find the letter. Final Fantasy, the first one on the NES, always a good one. Legend of Zelda and the gold cart. And whenever I get these and they're pretty clean like this, I like to put them in a plastic protector because these get worn really easily and scratched. And so I like to protect it, especially if it's riding around in a tub or something like that or shipping. And then also, you got the Adventures of Link. And it's funny because the other day I bought a NES box for a console, and I got this manual, the manual for Adventures of Link in that. And so it was cool to pick up the cart and put it together in this original Nintendo sleeve. Always good. All right, so that was all first party Nintendo. Now I kind of have these sorted by publisher. That's just how I do things. But Tecmo Super Bowl. This game is really good because it's a good football game, but it also has saves, so you can save your seasons and stuff like that. And I think you can save your team as well. And a lot of people have been doing tournaments on this game lately too. So that's a good one to get. Obviously, the OG Tecmo Bowl, super nostalgic for a lot of people for sports games. Codename Viper, it's a decent game. I just like any Capcom games. I'm gonna pick up if they're at a decent price. I'm missing. Oh, it's in the other stack. Okay. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I had this CIB and I sold it at Retropalooza, but glad to get another copy because I love playing that game every once in a while. Mega Man 3. Capcom's Commando 5 screw. This is a weird game. Like the value is all over the place. Like I don't think it's that worth that much, but for whatever reason, like Commando, sometimes it goes for like $2, sometimes it goes for 20. I don't know. The value's all over the place in that game. Metal Gear is a cool rental copy from Express Video in Holland, Ohio. Holler at me if you from Holland, Ohio out there and have been to Express Video. But yeah, cool to see Metal Gear on the NES. Then we got Turtles, the first one. This one's super hard. Back in the day, I had this game on the PC and I got the manual. Sweet. But yeah, this game's super hard. Back in the day, I had this on my IBM PC. I had like a 386, and the game was on 5 floppy disks, and I could never beat it. And then, 20 years later, I was looking it up on the internet, and they were literally telling you that the game is impossible to beat on the PC. That jump in the sewer that is really hard to make in the game is actually technically impossible. Like you can't even do it with a computer assisted controls or anything. So that one, another classic, Contra. This is one of my favorite NES games. One of my favorite soundtracks too on the NES. I love Contra. This is a good, say more valuable game is Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Really nice, clean copy. It's pretty good. I still like the first Castlevania on the NES. I think that's my favorite. And then probably 3 would be second. And Simon's Quest is my third favorite. I still like it though. I think it's a good game. Next up, got Simon's Quest. It's a solid game. I'm missing original Castlevania. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe I have it. I don't know. Russian Attack. I don't know why a lot of people have been asking me for this game lately. Russian Attack, or like people have it on their list and they don't have it. It's a pretty common game, but anytime you find like clean Konami labels, they're good to pick up. And then we got Life Force, which is kind of a secret to Gradius, which that's a game that I need to pick up. And then I got Super C, which is the sequel to Contra. I used to have Contra Force, and I don't recommend that game. It's not technically a Contra game, and it's very expensive and it's not worth it. The game is not that good, other than just to have a complete Konami set, or if you're going after everything. But Contra Force, I don't recommend. The soundtrack is good. That's the only redeeming thing I would say is the soundtrack's good. All right, so now we go on the next stack here. We got A Boy and His Blob, Trouble in Bloblovania. Pretty cool game. Adventure Island, Course, Classic, Sunsoft, Hudson Soft, I guess. Same thing, right? Something like that. Blaster Master. This copy's pennies. I did clean all these games, but I couldn't get that off as hard as I tried. But I probably could get it off with the magic eraser, but I don't like doing that. Not really worth it for a Blaster Master. Bomberman. Awesome clean copy of Bomberman. Batman. One of the best games on the NES. One amazing soundtrack. Just a classic. Love that game. I had it CIB and I sold it. So happy to have that game back in the collection. Still looking for another cardboard copy. The one that I had was like decent, so I'm okay with selling it, because I know down the line I'll find it again. It's not rare. I'll find it again in like a cleaner copy. Narc. This game's good, but the arcade is better. If you have a like a MAME emulator, like an arcade emulator on your PC, check out the Narc, the arcade version, or if you ever had an arcade and they have it, definitely play Narc. It's a really cool game. All right, and then we got Double Dragon 2. Nice copy, nice and clean. Double Dragon 3. So now I'm missing just Double Dragon 1 in that set. Star Wars on the NES. Funny story, the first ever CIB Nintendo game I bought, I didn't even have a Nintendo system. But I found this, the JVC version. I think there's two versions of this. I found this at the flea market, and the guy got it. It was like a toy seller, and he didn't really know what it was worth, and he was like kind of looking it up on eBay, and I was like, I'll pay you like $40. Like that's how cool I think it is, just because it had like some cool posters. So I had this like in CIB, just in my Star Wars collection for a while, and I sold it before I even really got into collecting games. But yeah, just of course, Star Wars always cool to get. Friday the 13th, the LJN game. This game's pretty fun actually. You like run all around the camp, and it's kind of an adventure. Um, I'd really love to get the Nightmare on Elm Street card again. That one keeps going up and up and up. They used to be a $24 cart, and last time I sold it for 75, and I think it's over 100 now. Classic game. Ninja Gaiden, super hard. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it can be hard if you're trying to, but I got a really clean manual with that Tecmo, and I don't know if this came with that, but I got this. I got a bunch of manuals, and check out this Tecmo G-Shock watch special offer. So if you mailed in 5 Tecmo IDs, which came off the boxes of Tecmo games, so you had to get like Ninja Gaiden, Tecmo Baseball, Tecmo Bowl, Solomon's Key, Star Force, Rygar, Marty Bombjack, and buy 5 of those games and mail it in to get this watch. So now I'm on the lookout for this G-Shock watch. I'll pay pretty good money for this watch, I think. I want to have it now that I didn't even know it existed, but it does. It doesn't even say Tecmo on it, does it? Huh. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a regular G-Shock, but maybe yeah. But if somebody has a specific watch, um, I'm looking for it now. I already put a search up on eBay for it, so I don't know. All right, this should have been the Capcom pile, but DuckTales, awesome. The Capcom Disney games are an awesome set. Tailspin's another good game. It's hard. It's pretty hard to play, but it's really cool. It's got a bunch of different elements in it. Um, but yeah, the Capcom Disney games are awesome. Little Mermaid's a really fun game. And the bad thing is if you're trying to get them all, DuckTales 2 is very expensive, and Chip 'n Dale 2 is very expensive. Both of those games are well over $200, maybe $300 at this point. Then another classic, Burger Time, and another Data East game, Bad Dudes. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue him? I love Bad Dudes. That's one of my favorite. That's also another like Narc. It's another game that's like really good on the NES. But if you play the arcade version, or you can get an arcade emulator, Bad Dudes is really cool. All right, now we're gonna go to Super Nintendo. I'm gonna try to hit these a little faster. So NBA Jam Tournament Edition, that's the best one to play. It's really fun. It's got all the crazy characters like Bill Clinton. NBA Jam, the original. Donkey Kong Country 3, Diddy Kong's Double Trouble. So right now I just need to get Donkey Kong Country 2 to complete the set. Final Fantasy 3. I actually had this at Retropalooza, and I traded it to Mike from Tampa for like a Switch game. And I didn't realize that this game had gone up in value so much. I think last time I bought it, it was $25. And yeah, I didn't realize Final Fantasy 3 had gone up, but both of them have gone up. Here's Final Fantasy 2. Those are going up in value. Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Awesome game to have. Batman Returns. This isn't my favorite Batman game, but it has really good graphics. I like the cutscenes on that game. It's not bad. Super Punch Out. Battletoads and Double Dragon. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This game's really hard. I got it on the Super Famicom as well. But really fun game, but it is hard. F-Zero, the non-player's choice version. I always love these early NES carts, and especially the non-player's choice of any game. I don't know why. That's just what I prefer. Gradius 3, and of course Street Fighter 2. This is the first one. Super Street Fighter or Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Probably better playing games, but I don't know why this is the most nostalgic, and I think it's the best art with Blanca and Chun Li, and I think Ryu's on the ground there. It's just like the best artwork for Street Fighter on that system. And then I got some other games. I didn't even pull out. I got some Game Boy games. I got like 3 just random Game Boy games. And then I got some 64 games: Star Wars Shadow of the Empire and Cruising World for the N64. So this is a huge bunch of games, all bangers. Like, I don't think there's one bad game in here. Really, I can't really say that there's one bad game in here. Like, maybe Star Wars. That game's not that great, but it's Star Wars or Commando. I don't know. Maybe Viper on the Capcom Viper game or whatever. But I don't know, man. I think all these games are solid. Uh, all these are like really classic games that I love to have in the collection. You can see the shelves back here are empty, so this will fill up my shelves, and I'll have some good games to play, and good stock for the next Retropalooza in Arlington, which will probably be the next time I sell. So nice to stock back up on classics and have them in my collection anyways for now. So that's about it. Till next time, peace out.